Tomorrow is Holocaust Remembrance Day, a time to remember the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust and the millions of other victims of Nazi persecution. Elizabeth Bellak and her sister faced these atrocities. They went into hiding in Poland when the Nazis rose to power. Elizabeth escaped, but her sister did not.
Elizabeth joins us now along with Dana Arschin, the granddaughter of an Auschwitz concentration camp survivor. She's now with the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. Thank you guys so much for both being here.
Of course, and for all the viewers who might remember me, I spent 6 years here at Fox 5, and I started my Holocaust series here at Fox 5.
And you did such an incredible job with that. And and what's most amazing is you're continuing it, and you brought the most incredible woman with you, Elizabeth.
I interviewed her for the first
Polish
time.
Shirley Temple.
That's amazing. I want, unfortunately, when you go back and look at October 7th, there was this blowback. There was a rise in anti-Semitism. A lot of people were shocked by it. But, I mean, talk about your experience with the Holocaust and the memories of your sister.
Well, unfortunately, my sister, who was 6 years older than I, she was like a surrogate mother to me because I was on the Soviet side with my grandparents. My mother was working on the German side, so we didn't see my mother, so my sister was like my mom. We went there for the summer. You know, it was vacation time, 1939, and there we were. And the war came, and you know, we were stuck with my grandparents. My sister was younger. My grandparents were a little older. So it was hard for me. But I went to the Soviet school. We went for 2 years, so for the Jews it was not so bad. But after that, it was pretty bad when the Germans came. So, of course, the Jews have no rights of any kind. We couldn't go to school. We couldn't do anything, and then after a while my grandfather paid off, so we stayed in our building. But then after that, we had to go to the ghetto.
But your sister didn't make it out of this, and you saw that firsthand?
Oh, I was there all the time. I was in Poland. But
she and her mom were hiding separately, and actually you were hiding with nuns, right?
Oh, that's when the Germans came. Then I had a very good girlfriend. She was Catholic, and her father was a very decent man, and her 2 sisters also went to school with my sister. My grandma sent her to a specialist, and she wrote 60 poems in this book. She had, she was tremendous artist and tremendous writer, and she was going to go to France. She writes, she wanted such life. My mother
This is your sister's diary.
My sister, they call her the Polish Anne Frank. So my sister was very good to me, and we went to Soviet school. And then what happened was, when the Germans came, my sister had a boyfriend. Oh, she was charming. He went to 5 camps, but he had green eyes, curly dark hair. He was adorable.
So many stories to tell. You know, before we go here, Dana, just really quickly, talk a little bit about what this day means.
Of course, so there are 2 Holocaust Remembrance Days throughout the year, so I know it might get confusing for some people. This one is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. It's tomorrow, Saturday, January 27th, and it marks the 79th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, which is extra personal to me.
And your grandfather.
My grandfather, my papi, just passed away a few weeks ago at the end of December. Thank you. And I do this work because of him. He's my inspiration in every way. I've interviewed 50 survivors approximately in the past year, including Elizabeth. I interview 1 or 2 almost every single week. And I can't thank Fox for giving me this platform that really started this for me. But I always say this, that not only are we among the last generation of survivors, but we are the last generation to hear these first-hand accounts. There are approximately 14,000 survivors right here in New York, which might sound like a lot. It's not comparatively to what it used to be. there are 14,000 here, so go meet them and hear their stories, and that's what I'm trying to do.
You're preserving this, absolutely. What's one thing that you take away from interviewing all these survivors? This is an incredibly horrific thing that they've gone through, but one thing that you take away from interviewing each one of them, including Elizabeth?
Well, I say this all the time, is you can interview 10 Auschwitz survivors or 10 children in hiding, and every story is so different. My jaw drops every time. I just interviewed a survivor 2 days ago who had 2 tattoos, one on each hand, and I had never seen that before.
Wow.
I had never seen someone have tattoos from multiple camps on 2 different hands. Wow. So just is that every story is so unique and so different. And I'm not just saying this because I'm here with her today. She's the first story where I've done, during the interview, I actually cried because she showed me the original diary, the papers, and you could see the ink and the handwriting.
600 pages handwritten.
Where can people find this? Where can people sign up to kind of help and get more information about what you're doing?
You know, that diary of my sister was in the vault. My mother could never read it, but my daughter, Alexandra, was interested what was in it, what's in Polish. So she had somebody to translate, and she said it was very important document because, you know, told about the German. We survived because my mother was in Warsaw, and she was assistant. She went to University of Vienna. She was well educated. Her German was excellent. We had false papers, and we lived with the German officers because my mother did. It was a 5-star hotel, Hotel Europejski. It's still there. When we went, they gave us the greatest offering.
We need to have your own day so we can come meet with you and hear your story. Where can people buy this book?
That's how we survived.
I think it's sold on Amazon, but you know what? It is. It's on Amazon. It's called Renya's Diary, R-E-N-I-A, apostrophe S, Diary. Also, you can see everything I'm doing. I work for the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center, as you mentioned. We call ourselves HMTC. We're on Long Island. And if you go to hmtcli.org, you can see everything about us.
There you go. We have to leave this conversation here. Thank you so much, Dana and Elizabeth, for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
So nice to reunite with my Fox 5 family.
Absolutely.
Missed you. We miss you, Dana. All right, Nick.